Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Mario, to answer your question, I guess not. So here's a quick rundown. So for everybody that's tuning in right now, to give you a quick rundown as far as what's going on with my course and with mystockteacher.com. And I'm going to post a video later today so everybody can go over and watch it exactly what happened. So for those of you that signed up, I thank you very much. Right now, it is a mess. We're going through a whole refund process in which anybody who signed up for the course in the trading room and everything, you guys will be receiving a refund. If you haven't already, I apologize, but everybody who signed up for the course, almost like 600 people, are going to be receiving a refund and getting all their money back. The reason I decided to not go with them, it's not because that they weren't going to do a great thing there, and not because that their site wasn't going to be phenomenal. It's just at this point in time, the site wasn't ready. I was under the impression that it was ready, so I brought on a lot of people there, anticipating we could do some great things there. And it turns out the site just wasn't ready. And, you know, that comes. That's what happens with building a site, you know. Yeah, looking in hindsight, you could say, oh, more preparation and more beta testing, and it is what it is, right? You know, we went for it. It didn't work. It wasn't going to fit my needs, but more importantly, it wasn't going to fit your guys' needs right now, and that's why I pulled the plug. And that's why I've been very busy these past few days answering a lot of questions. So I will be creating a video later today going over more detail about what's going to happen thus far. So to give you a quick rundown, I'm not going to be going with mystockteacher.com. The course on there has all been deleted. So now I'm kind of starting fresh. I will be meeting with a gentleman this Wednesday to talk about, you know, either having a site developed or some type of new program developed so that we can get you in there, get you guys on the live screen share and scanner system with updates and all kinds of cool stuff and watch lists. So right now it's just not ready once again. So I do apologize, but as always, we're going to continue to do this and continue to do what we do best. But really, I was looking out for my best interest and your best interest. Once I seen that, you know, the site wasn't ready, it was too laggy, the screen share wasn't working, and then you guys spent your hard-earned money, I was like, no, I can't have it. I don't like it. I don't want anybody else to not like it. So I literally pulled the plug and said, hey, everybody, just get a refund, and we'll restart this when we have a better opportunity. And that's the route I decided to take. So, you know, if it's affecting you negatively, I do apologize, but it was really looking out for your best interest, my best interest, and that's how I felt about it. Honestly, you know, I wasn't, you know, going to force anything upon anybody. I felt the best thing was to do is just cancel it and go from there. All right, so we'll be making a video a little bit later tonight. I will have more details on what I plan to do Wednesday around maybe 2 o'clock. That's when my meeting is, like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So we're going to sit down and figure out a game plan. The guy that I will be working with is a very smart dude, and everything that I'm trying to do is what his specialty is in. He specializes in screen share, live streaming, courses. He specializes basically. When I got on the phone with him and told him what I'm going to be doing and what I'm trying to be doing, he said, this is awesome. This is right up my field. I know exactly what I need to do for you. I can literally get it all worked out for you quickly. He said that what I'm trying to do is exactly what he specializes in. So there shouldn't be an issue there. So there are some cool things to come, you know, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so we can get into the good stuff. Alrighty, guys. So I apologize for everything, but, you know, I guess that's the business world, right? You know. Ooh, actually, I forgot to log into my Thinkorswim on my computer this morning. 1 second. So you guys are just going to hang on and watch me log in here real quick. Yo. So good morning to everybody. Good morning. Yeah, I should just run a popsicle stand. You're right. I will run a popsicle stand, and I'll name me the Popsicle Sticks DCTH. See that login? See that typing speed? Lightning fast. Actually, when I was like 18, yeah, I was about 18 to 20. I have a lot of cars, and I worked in some garages, so I know a little bit about fixing cars and doing all that cool stuff. I actually got carpal tunnel in my right hand very bad. And I ended up having to get surgery. And now it's starting to come back a little bit just because I do so much work on the computers with typing and texting and all that good stuff. It's actually starting to bother me once again and causing me a little bit of trigger finger, which is kind of right. So 1 second. Man, all right, there we go. Cool. All right, so I guess we'll just start with this one, NEOT, right? NEOT was we have this morning up 136%. Okay, so they do have news this morning. NEOT does have some news. Let's see. So the news is they filed 8K. Prebill agrees to merge with Evofem Biosciences, an all-stock deal. So it looks like they might be doing a merger deal. They filed 8K. Announces merger agreement to create women's health company. So there's some things going on with NEOT, the penny stock. Now it gapped up like 40%, 130%. It's having a tough time getting over its pre-market high right now of 127. So that could be good and that can be bad. That tells us that we're creating a strong resistance on pre-market, right? So 127, we're creating this strong resistance area. The stronger the resistance areas become, the stronger the breakout can be. Now, the good thing about this is that if you notice, this was kind of its first low right here, where my cursor's at. This is the first low. Right now, it's trying to put in that second low, right? So if it can do that, we're probably going to pop through 127 pretty soon here, but we really don't want to see it break through this trend line I just draw, because then it might cause it to kind of fall off. But again, we do have a potential bottom support here in like the $1 area. So ideally, what we really need to see, the overall plan of attack on NEOT, is we need to see it hold above $1. We all know penny stocks, once they break $1, they got to hold $1, and we don't want to see them break below. So we really want to see this thing hold $1, maybe set in some new highs. But more importantly, I'd rather see this thing just honestly consolidate sideways all the way up until the morning bell. That's quite a long time for it to do that. But let's keep it on watch. It is performing very nicely right now. All right, so we're going to keep NEOT on watch. NEOT has a, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, carpal tunnel. For working on computers, it's a huge thing. Yeah, this girl I went to high school with a long time ago got it from just basically being on her phone all the time. And I said she was crazy, and now I'm experiencing her pain. So NEOT, the gap was 131%, or is right now. Volume today is 790,000, and it has a 9 million share float. So it does have a low float. It has high volume. It's a big gap. This is on a lot of people's watch list right now. The idea is we can see it consolidate sideways up until the morning bell. Pop, break that pre-market high, get a nice squeeze up really quick for some nice profit. This could be a nice one. Just keep it on watch. Alrighty, guys. That's the game plan here on NEOT. And actually, let me just double check. But considering our gap was so high, I don't think we're going to be at any resistance, or we might be. I don't know. I gotta check here. Delete that guy out of there, and let's see. The price is at, what are we at? We're at 118 or something. Is that what we're at? Yeah, 117, 116. Okay, cool. So we have popped through. So look, we have broken through our 200 moving average resistance, right? So the price is actually right here where I'm about to draw this line. Price is right about here. So we're broken through its moving average resistance. So that's a great sign. Now, technically, we could have all the way up until about $2.35 to fill this whole gap area. Is it going to happen? It's hard to say. I mean, you can never project that. But considering we're through all the moving average right now, we really don't have any resistance other than the $1.50 mark and the $2 mark as strong resistance points. Of course, it can stop out before $1.50 and before $2, but those are going to be its mental resistances. So $2 right here, and $1.50 is like right in here somewhere, like right about there. So we have room to make some profit all the way up on this gap up, or this gap fill. All right, so yeah, that's our game plan now. Yeah, how to excel. I like that name. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we're at about 857,000 now shares of volume. So that's a lot of volume. We're definitely not the first to look or trade this stock, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm just gonna take a look here at TRXC. I don't know how it's performing anymore. Let me pop into my 1 minute chart. Yeah, so actually let me change this real quick to a 20-day 1 hour chart. So if you guys see what I see a clear double top right around here. You know, pop up, come down, pop back up, can't break those highs. Now we're starting to fall off. Looks like a clear double top. I mean, look at it. It looks like a perfect M, right? You look at this, it's like a perfect M, and that's ideally what we want to see with double tops is a perfect M because they become more visible to everybody and everybody can spot them a little bit easier. So on a 20-day 1 hour chart, you will see there is a clear double top. Now this could be a great short play today. I'm going to keep it on watch for a short. So it looks pretty weak right now. And as you can see, it's built up a pretty strong support here in this area for the time being of $2.94. If this thing cannot break 3 and it keeps rejecting that $3 price up until the bell, I will definitely be looking to short this stock. All right. So keep it on watch. Just keep it on watch. This is going to be my potential short list. It's possible that we'll see like this nice little pop here in the morning for it trying to get over 3 just because of, you know, it was a pretty hot stock yesterday with a lot of volume. So we'll see. Keep it on watch. There's no guarantees, of course. TRXC, do I even have any background information on that? I don't know if I do. Let me see here. Yeah, so TRXC has a 105 million share float, so it is a bigger float. Right now, it's already traded 2 million shares of volume. All right, so it's a higher share float, 2 million shares of volume, but I'm going to still keep it on watch for a potential short. Huge runner this morning, DFFN. Good morning to you, Gene. Good morning to you. Actually, let me pop in real quick. I got to take a look at something. Hold on, I'm logging into a different account. Give me just a second here. All right. All right, there we go. I apologize, guys. I'm getting into my trading screen real quick so I can look at something real fast. So with that being said, let me get back to it. So next on watch was actually a potential continuation, and we're going to take a look here, take a quick look at, and this is JP, which is Jupai Holdings. Now, as you can see, we had a strong day yesterday, completely closed up top, so it's possible we can see a continuation for this today. It'd be nice to see it over $25, but it had a phenomenal day yesterday. The only thing that scares me is considering the fact that we are kind of extended. If you look here on the daily chart, we are pretty extended from the 9 moving average, so be careful. It would be nice to see it continue to run, but considering the extension is so high and so great, we might see it pull back some. So just keep it on watch today. Could be a good play. Had plenty of volume yesterday, over 1 million shares of volume. All right. There is that one. Let's see, 1 second. Alrighty, I'm going to go down the list here on some of the leading gap ups this morning. DFFN. Okay, let me check that guy out for you. Interesting. Where is DFFN on my chart? Okay, so DFFN. Let's see, what is the news? DFN, Diffusion Pharmaceutical, receives final FDA protocol guidance for phase 3 clinical trial in new patients diagnosed with imparable, blah, blah, blah. Don't know how to pronounce that. So, yeah, this thing has quite the volume this morning. It has gapped from 160 to 249. This thing actually looks pretty good. It does have a lot of volume. It is making higher lows, as you can see here. Actually, no, it's really not making too great a higher lows. It's really consolidating sideways, which isn't bad. This could be very good, maybe even to over 240. So, yeah, we're going to watch this one. Definitely keep DFFN on watch. Consolidation sideways, potential entry for me might be over the 240 mark. The only issue is you could see that resistance at 250, but if it's strong enough, it should just pop right through 250. It might be actually better if we can see this thing push up towards the 250 mark first, and then look to take an entry over the $2.50 mark, which is also the pre-market high. NEOT broke $1, or NEOT, not BEOT, NEOT. Yes, Manny, I pulled the plug on the courses just because the site wasn't ready, and it was just too much trouble. I couldn't do anything that I needed to do. You guys were having a tough time accessing the course, accessing the chat room, so I've moved on from them, and I'm working on something else in which everybody who signed up for the course is getting a refund. And then when I have my new site and everything up and running and correctly the way that I want to, I'm going to slowly bring a few people on to test it, to make sure the payment processes are working. People are receiving the receipts they need to be getting, and you guys can access a screen share with no problem. And then we're going to kind of bring it on for majority of the rest of everyone. And I will be running the $12.50 to 50% off sale. I think I haven't determined, but probably at least 3 days. So that way, anybody who didn't get on can get on. Anybody who wants to get on can get on for that amazing deal. So I plan on running that sale a little longer. And the nice thing is that I have the potential now to control the pricing and give those specials when I see fit versus them having control of that. So that's all the good news. Yeah, David, so on watch so far was NEOT, but NEOT we're on right now does not look so good. And then we were looking at NEOT, then we took a look at DFFN. DFFN looks pretty good right now. It's holding up, so I'll keep that one on strong watch. You can give thanks to the members in the chat room for shouting that out this morning. And then we were looking at TRXC. Okay, so TRXC broke back above $3. So it's really doing this choppy trading, right? And that's what it's coming into a descending triangle pattern. Now, it's possible, like I said, we can see this thing squeeze out a little bit in the morning for a quick spike, but I would like to see it break down below $3 for a potential short. ETRM. Yeah, I'll take a look here at ETRM. I think I looked at this morning. Bang. That's a bummer. Yeah, so I thought that ETRM wasn't going to hold up today, and I would have liked to short it, but it made that move pre-market. So it looks pretty weak right now. You can see that it's kind of folding over on itself. Let me zoom in some. So as you can see, it's kind of popping up, hitting that 200 moving average and folding over. So this looks pretty weak. For shorts, most of that short move already happened pre-market. And then for long bias, it looks very weak and probably not your best opportunity. So I wouldn't focus too hard on DFM. Now, wow. There's another one that popped up here, MYSZ. Yeah, this one doesn't look too great either. Don't really worry about that one. I'm going to keep going through my list here. SNCR. This one was a, you can watch this one. This one had some news this morning, popped up to a high, popped up $2. Now it's starting to curl back, right? This could be good. So let's keep SNCR on watch as well. This is going to be a higher price, $16. The float on SNCR is 42 million. The volume today is 300,000. The gap is 14% right now. All right. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, bud, for that pre-market gappers for anybody who was curious about it. So yeah, this one could be good. It obviously sold off very hard. You know, it actually would be nice to see it come back up, retest 16, and then potential short or potential breakout there. So there's a lot going on today. I'm just going to keep going down this list, see if I see anything worth value. Ooh, look at Save from 33 to 36. News this morning, Spirit Airlines is maintained at a buy by, okay, Spirit Airlines price target cut to $45 a share from 55. Stock price target 45 to 55. Okay, so it's gapping up this morning. This is a huge gap up. I'm going to watch this one heavy today. Yeah, I'm going to watch Save pretty heavy. It's got so far today, there's 18,000 shares of volume. And it's a 69 million share float. All right, this could be a good play today. You know, stocks that tend to gap up this high a lot of times come down. So, and when they're higher priced. So I'm going to keep this one on watch as well. So, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I did forget to check the 1-year chart. That's my fault. Actually, I'm glad you said that. That's one thing I forgot to do. SCNCR, let's see, we have, yeah, you're right. So it would be nice actually to see this come back up to that $16 area. So who is that? Marcus? Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I forgot to check the 1-year chart. So if you look at this 1-year chart, you'll realize the moving average 100 is right at $16. And that's right where the price stopped out on SNCR. So if it can make it back up there without breaking through that $16 mark, could be a great short here. Mike, I have a video on adding those lines that you're talking about. So just search up or go through my instructional playlist video. And I think you'll be able to find it. It's called Moving Averages or Applying Moving Average, something along those lines. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we got here? Another one just popped up. Is it good? I don't know. Not enough volume yet. Just kind of hanging out. Another one just popped up here, PMTS. Yeah, I don't know about that one, DFFN. Yeah, so, you know, I think our strongest play thus far for pre-market, you know, going into the opening day is going to be DFFN. And let me just double check this 1-year chart. Okay, so the only issue that, wrong thing. The only issue that we might see, so we're at, oh, wow, 238s, 240s, 238s, 240s. All right, so we're like right at the 250 mark. We have the 200 moving average above us at about $3.19. Over 250, you know, that's the pre-market high. So we have a 50-cent profit potential up until, or more like a 66 cent profit potential up until the next moving average, which is the 200 moving average. Okay, so your profit potential is about 50 to 60 cents. So there you go. That's your profit potential on that guy. DFFN, has, let me just go back and check it here real quick. DFFN has enormous amounts of volume. I mean, this thing has tons of volume. Yeah, that's not the issue. It has great enough volume. You know, it's well into probably the 100,000s, 150,000s or something like that, even more probably. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not positive phase 3 trial news. It's just they have clearance for phase 3. Exactly. All right, DFFN broke through pre-market high, and the idea here is we want to see this thing go maybe a little higher, pull back up until the pre-market or up until the morning bell. This sucks. They always make the moves pre-market, and it's because the prices are so easily manipulated pre-market due to low liquidity and low volume, lower volume, shall I say, that they can make the price jump very, very quickly. What's the level 2 look like? There's a 3-cent spread right now, so that's part of the reason. So they can make manipulate these prices and make the charts move extra quick pre-market due to low liquidity. So ideally, we want to see this thing consolidate sideways, pull back before setting in any more newer highs, because then we're going to be getting closer and closer to that $33 range, which is just cutting into more of the profit potential we would have to make. New one on the list, INSG popping up. Nothing good. Yeah, Daniel. So huge volume pre-market on DFFN. And there we go. New pre-market high, 264 DFFN. Yeah, so again, it's rough because a lot of time these moves these moves happen pre-market, and then, you know, morning bell, we just get shut down. So it's a rough life. It is sometimes, but you know, what are we gonna do? Can't really do much. To recap what we have on watch. To recap what we have here on watch is DFFN. We have JP, potential continuation. There is TRXC with a double bottom. It's still fiddling around right now at about the $3.06, $3.05 area. That one's still messing around, playing some games. Don't know how I feel about it right now. So I'm going to be watching DFFN pretty hard here for when the market opens. Something else just popped up. I'm going to take a quick look at it. Yeah, that doesn't really look so great either. So really, there's just not a lot of strong stocks this morning. There's a few, but DFFN looks like the most reasonable right now. No, I mean, I wouldn't short DFFN right now because Lewis, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Because it'd be tough to catch it right now. The perfect short would be tough to catch. And you're going against strength, right? You know, when you try to short stocks going up, you're really fighting the current, and it makes it really hard. And if you don't have if you're off on your short by the slightest little bit, you can really get hurt just because you're going against the current. You know, when you're trying to short when stocks are going up, you're really fighting the current. So it's better to always kind of let them play out and change direction so you can for sure identify they're coming down. Then you take a short. So that's the thing about them. But it's always kind of hard to exactly tell where that top's going to be and come back. You know, it's hard to determine whether it's a pullback or not. So keep it on watch. You know, a lot of times these penny stocks that run, they come down. And so it's always easier to let the current run, die down, and then start coming down before you consider taking shorts on these guys. Yeah, D-Man 313, that's kind of what the game plan is for DFFN is we want to see this. Actually, let me just pull it back up real quick. Yeah, wow, look at this thing run. All right, guys, so be careful. You're probably going to see some resistance right in that $3 area. Over $3 can be, or well, let me put it this way. Over 316, 315, 316 could be huge. That's our 200 moving average, right? EYES, I think I already looked at that today. Yeah, but like I talked about it earlier this morning. EYES is pretty dead. I really wouldn't mess around with it. But DFFN is running pre-market. Now this thing is up huge pre-market. That's something to take note of. This thing is up like 80%, 70%, 60%, something like that. So again, you know, we want to see this thing pull back before we consider taking a position. And you're probably going to see some resistance right in that $3.17, 16 area. Okay. And then I'll take a quick look at PN real fast. PN pretty dead. Not a lot of volume. I really wouldn't mess with it on my end. But DFFN definitely going to be on strong watch. It's got a lot of volume. There's been a huge move made, more than I would like. So I'm going to watch it, you know, to see how it pans out. And then, of course, I'm going to watch my momentum scanners. That'll probably find me something pretty good. So that's all I got for you guys today. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I will have a video probably around like 1 o'clock today explaining what's going on with the course and, you know, a little bit more detail as far as why I decided not to go with my stock teacher. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow morning.